All right, so we've got our table set up here. And as part of that, like I mentioned, we want to have on the table these edit and delete buttons. Now, for now, they don't necessarily even need to do anything. But as we get to the bottom of this row, I want to have one more column, one that has some buttons in it. So I want to have a button here for edit. And then we could do it in a separate column, but I think it'll look better if it's all in the same one. We want to have a button for delete. So we can get these two buttons. And even if they don't do anything, I was just going to show you that even if we don't know what they're going to do yet, we can make sure we're getting there. So we can do things like throw in some code that says on click for this. Then let's at least do a console.log and just saying, hey, I'm trying to edit the project. I use the backtick here. Edit project, and then that way I can throw in here the p.project ID, so we know which project we clicked on. You know, is that much working okay at least? I could do the same thing for the, oh, I'm copying and pasting. Terrible idea. Then here we say delete project. And so we can throw some code in there even if we don't know exactly what we're doing yet. All right, so let's test this much out. I'll start the server again. So .NET watch run. Let that load up. And then my npm run dev. And when I click on this, oh, we don't have a, yeah. How do we get to this page? There's no link for it yet. How do I, if I go to admin projects page, that does nothing. And so I need to do something else here, I just realized. So we want to go to the app TSX and build a route for it. So we say in here, a new route, and these do not need to be in any particular order, by the way. The path to get to the admin page, maybe I'll just say admin projects, and I need to have the slash out in front of it. So this is the path that I want, that I'm saying, I'm identifying as like, you type this in to get there, right? And then the element that we're going to is going to be, in our case, the admin projects page, which it won't recognize initially. I'll save that. Oh, it did the import right for me. So that's the route that will take us to this particular component. All right, so now when we run it, if we save that, then back to our running page, then I should be able to now put in here and say admin projects, and it takes me to my page. Okay, so I can see my table here. It's got an ID, name, type, regional program, impact, phase, status, and then we have our edit and delete buttons. And currently, obviously, they're not going to do anything when we click on them, but this is what our admin projects page looks like. It only gets 10 results. Why? We know we have more projects than that in there. And the answer is we gave it a default when we were setting up this admin projects page of 10 per page. So if I was to say 25 here and save, then when we come back, it's going to list out, well, not save? What happened there? Well, it has to have a reason to load it again. So let me stop. Reload. I've never had it think this long to go out to the server and get some data. Let me close out. Did I close the... Let me close this and try it again. npm run dev. So we'll jump to there, and then we go to admin projects. Now we get the list of the full 25, right? But you can see if you had 100 projects or whatever, it's not... You want the same pagination that you had in the other component the project list, wouldn't we want that same thing? Well, the nice part is, if we use this component philosophy and build these out as components rather than as, built into the page. Currently, the project list, it has the functionality to move pages right here in the page itself. But if we were to instead go into components and say, let's create a pagination.tsx, a component, right? And then in that pagination TSX, we could have an interface, and we can call this, these are the pagination props, the properties for pagination. And we could say, look, in order for us to do pagination, we need to know what is the current page, and that's going to be a number. What is the total pages, and that's going to be a number. What is the page size, which is also going to be a number. And then we need to have some functionality. So on a page change, then we need to know the new page, which is going to be a number. And then we're not going to return anything out of that. So this is just like void in our public void, whatever. We're saying we're not going to return anything out of this. And then on page size change, we need to know the new size. So if we get a new page number, we need to keep track of that. If we get a new size, we need to keep track of that. That is also going to return nothing. So now inside, we can create a function here, const called pagination, and this is going to be equal to, and then we need to know what we're bringing in. Well, what we're bringing in is going to be this information we just defined here. We need to know the current page, the total pages, the page size. We need to have a function for on-page change. We need to have the on-page size change. All right, and then we can close that brace. And then we have the colon, and this is going to be the type of pagination props that I just built here. So that's the type of information this is going to be, is that, so I don't have to define individually as I go along what types they are. So I built the template, and now I'm using the template to do this. All right, it's not liking something. What did I do wrong here? I mean, I'm not done with the statement. I know that's true. But it's weird that it's not recognizing. Oh. No? I don't know what's going on here. We're not returning anything yet. Maybe that's the problem. So I build out my arrow function, right? And in there I can say return this stuff, and then obviously at the end of this I want to do the same thing with export default pagination, because this is going to be a component. Let me save that. No, it's not liking something about oh, they're just unused. Okay, it does like it now that I've put the return statement in. Okay, so in this pagination, I'm building this component here. I need to have the functionality that previously was inside the project's list page. So I have all this functionality down at the bottom, starting with, so we have the donate button, and then starting here, we have all this functionality about disabled. So I'm going to grab all of this down to there. So I don't want to grab that last fragmented thing, which doesn't belong to this. But everything else that belonged to the pagination, I'm going to cut out of my project's list page. And I'm going to go into my project component, and I'm going to return that here instead. Now we'll have to do some fixing here, but we're going to have to do that in the next video. Spencer, out.